Wagwan everybody. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Patrick and this is the Big Up Jamaica channel. Here we talk about all things Jamaica. We will discuss everything from headline news, entertainment, history, music, sports, culture and more. So make sure you subscribe so you can keep up to date with all things Jamaica. Welcome to another episode in the series of the final 24 hours. This episode will be about the last days of Marcus Garvey. He was one of the most powerful black leaders of the 20th century. A man who dreamed of uniting Africans at home and abroad. But on June 10, 1940, the dream came to a tragic and quiet end. This is the story of the final 24 hours of Marcus Messiah Garvey, the man who inspired generations, yet died far away from the land he loved most, Jamaica. It's Sunday night, June 9, 1940. Marcus Garvey sits in a small room at 53 Talgarth Road in West Kensington, London. The once fiery orator is now 52 years old, tired, overweight, and disillusioned. The world he helped awaken to black pride and self-determination now seems to have moved on without him. That same week, Garvey had opened a newspaper, only to read his own obituary. The paper had mistakenly published news of his death and the cruel words describing him as broken. The humiliation cut deep. Friends later said the stress and shock from that article weighed heavily on his heart. The next morning, Garvey wakes early. He sits by the window, writing letters, still planning lectures and projects for the future of the black race. Despite his isolation, he refuses to give up his mission. His wife, Amy Jacques Garvey, is in Jamaica, caring for their two sons. He hasn't seen them in months. Neighbors remember him as polite and humble, though clearly burdened. He often spoke of Africa's liberation, and how one day, his people would reclaim their greatness. At around 10 a.m., as Marcus Garvey sits in his chair, he suddenly clutches his chest. A sharp pain radiates through his arm. He collapses a stroke. Neighbors rush in. They call for help, but the damage is severe. He cannot speak. The once powerful voice that thundered across continents is now silent. Garvey is taken to a local hospital where doctors confirm he has suffered a massive stroke. He lies in bed semi-conscious as rain begins to fall again over London. Hours turn into minutes, minutes into seconds. From Kingston to Harlem, from Accra to London, the spirit of Garveyism continues to burn, but its founder is fading fast. He never regains full consciousness. At approximately 6 p.m., Marcus Messiah Garvey takes his final breath. No grand speeches, no crowds cheering, just silence. The man who told millions to look to Africa when a black king shall be crowned, dies in exile far from the soil of Jamaica, far from the Africa he dreamed of uniting. But Garvey's death was not the end. It was only the beginning of a movement that would inspire generations. Kwame Nkrumah of Ghana, Malcolm X, Bob Marley all drew from his fire. In 1964, his remains were returned to Jamaica, and he was declared the country's first national hero today. His message still echoes, emancipate yourselves from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds. Marcus Garvey dreamed of a united, powerful and free black world, and though his final hours were spent in solitude, his vision continues to live on in the hearts of millions. Thank you guys for watching. Until next time, big up yourself and walk good. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you check out the playlists section of my channel. There you will find all my videos conveniently arranged by the various genres such as history, true crime, music, culture, tourism, etc. Also, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you'll be instantly notified for new videos on all things Jamaica. See you on the next one.